guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 2 of season 5 of Riverdale, chapter 78, The Preppy Murders. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. With that said, here's my review of episode 2 of season 5 of Riverdale, chapter 78, The Preppy Murders. It was surprising that Brett called Betty in the middle of the night, and I wanted to know what he wanted to tell her and Jughead, but when it was revealed that Brett was killed in jail, not only did I want to know what he wanted to tell them, I also wanted to know who killed him. I get that Archie was affected after seeing the tape that recreated his experience with the Black Hood, but he should have told someone about it, because that isn't something that someone should have to deal with by themselves. And I also understood why Archie was surprised that Veronica was pretending they were still dating, but she did it so Jughead wouldn't find out about Betty and Archie, even though it's obvious that Jughead's going to find out eventually. Hiram has never been my favorite character, and it wasn't good that he went after Archie, but since Archie cheated on his daughter with his daughter's best friend, in a way, I understood why he did it. But it wasn't okay that Hiram insulted Fred. And Hiram also put Veronica in danger since she was going to be killed by the Malloy family, but thanks to Hermosa, that didn't happen. I really loved the team up between Veronica and Hermosa in this episode to take down Hiram, even though Hiram didn't react well to that, but that's to be expected. I agreed with Betty and Jughead that David killing himself seemed way too neat, so it was clear that David wasn't behind the tapes and that someone faked his suicide. The question was, who? And when we found out who, since I was already suspicious of the person, it made sense. I understood why it was hard for Archie to write the letter forgiving the father of the boy that hit Fred. I mean, that would be hard for anyone to do. But it was good that the boy confessed to driving the car. And I also really liked the scene when Archie told the boy's father that his son did make a mistake and Archie could make the same mistake. But the difference is that Archie wouldn't have kept driving. And that's true. I mean, that's the type of guy Archie is. And I also thought that he ended up writing a really good letter. After everything that Donna did, it was understandable that Betty didn't believe her when Donna called Betty to tell her that someone was after her and her group from Stonewall Prep. So it wasn't a surprise when Betty and Jughead found out that Donna was telling the truth. And I also didn't blame Betty, Jughead, Alice, FP, and Jellybean for deciding to leave the house when they got the tape of someone filming from inside the house. I mean, if I ever got a tape like that, I would tell my family to leave the house too. But that tape also made me suspect Jellybean even more, because if someone broke into your house and put a knife against your cheek while you were sleeping, wouldn't you feel that and wake up? I did think that Hiram needed to be stopped, but the fact that Hermosa had her men beat him up and then made sure that Veronica wouldn't help him was extreme. I didn't blame Veronica for being upset about it, since Hiram looked worse than he did the last time Veronica helped him. But it's clear that Hermosa wants to take over from Hiram. And I also thought it was weird that Cheryl was surprised when Nana Rose said that members of their extended family were dead. I mean, Penelope told Cheryl to leave town so she would have an alibi. What did she think that she was going to do? I mean, it's Penelope. But I was happy that Cheryl decided to go on a vacation with Tony. I was glad that Betty and Jughead finally found out that Charles Bug the House was dating Chick, was the one going after the group from Stonewall Prep, and killed David. But it was still annoying when Charles told them that he wasn't the one behind the tapes, but that he wasn't going to tell them who it was, and that he knew they would figure it out. I also felt really sorry for Alice and FP. First they had Chick, who was pretending to be their long-lost son, and then their real son Charles shows up, and he turns out to be a serial killer. I was really proud of Hermione when she told Hiram that she was divorcing him and joining the Real Housewives, which I assume would have been the way they would have wrote Maricel Nicholas out of the show, since it was originally announced that she would be leaving, but then later it was announced that they had worked it out, so she will still show up every now and then. I was also really happy that Veronica and Hermosa got Hiram to take a break. It was really extreme when Archie broke the TV after Mary saw the tape that recreated Archie's experience with the Black Hood, and I didn't blame Mary when she told Archie he was scaring her. He was really out of control and really needed help, so it was good that Mary called Uncle Frank. I was already suspicious of Jellybean after the last episode when she was at the rave, and I was even more suspicious of her in this episode after the look she gave when Jughead got accepted into college. So when Jughead figured it out and confronted Jellybean and asked her if she was behind the tapes, and she said she was, I had the same question Jughead had. Why would Jellybean do that? So when it was revealed that Jellybean and some friends of hers did it because she didn't want Jughead to go to college, so she created a mystery that would keep him in Riverdale, I was really surprised. I mean, I understand not wanting your brother to go to college, but this was an extreme thing to do, even though it seems that no one was actually killed, but it was still really extreme. I just really hope that Jellybean gets the help she really needs. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Riverdale videos, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future videos, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!